Hello students, I am Rahul Pandey and today I will teach you the third chapter of your English Honeydew book class 8 and the chapter name is Glimpses of the Past. So dear students, in this chapter you will read about the struggle of our freedom fighters. As we know very well that we were slave in our past time and we were slave, okay, we do not have right to do any kind of work according to our desire, okay. So dear students, in this chapter you will see some pictorial glimpses of the history of our country India as a comics book, as you have read many comics book, okay. So I hope that this chapter you will like and you will entertain by yourself to read it, okay. So this story incidents from 1757 to 1857, all right. And these pictures and speech bubbles will help clarify your understanding of the conditions that led to the event known as the First War of Independence in 1857. As we know very well that before 1857 the English person used to torture over our country, over the people so much, but after the movement of 1857 the English person realized that now it is not easy to overrule, okay, on country India. And now the Indians have become strong, that is why we cannot defeat him. So this story, okay, the first part is the martyrs. In the figure you can see that there is a female very famous singer, Lata Mangeshkar ji, okay, and she was singing a song, okay, and this song became very popular, very much popular. And whenever this song was listened by our first prime minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he began to weep, he became so emotional, okay. That is why, what is the place, at a function in Delhi, Lata Mangeshkar ji sang a song, okay, oh my countrymen, let your eyes fill with tears as you recall the sacrifices of India's martyrs. So in the first picture, the heading martyrs, Lata Mangeshkar ji was singing a song dedicated to all the people of our country, that oh the people of our country, you should have tears in your eyes. Why you should have filled tears in your eyes? Because the person who have sacrifices their lives for our country India, so you should recall the sacrifices of that person who given up their life for the freedom of our country India. That is why, dear students, you will have definitely listened the song ऐ मेरे वतन के लोगों ज़रा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी ज़रा याद करो कुर्बानी. So first headings, martyrs, dedicates this wonderful song sung by great Indian singer Lata Mangeshkar ji, okay. And after that, on the second heading, okay, dear students, you will read the heading is the company's conquest, all right. And what is the date What is the year mentioned here? 1757 to 1849. All right. The first line is, with its superior weapons, the British East India Company was extending its power in 18th century in India. Means, as we know very well that British came India for the purpose of trading, okay, and the name of his company was East India Company, and slowly this company was increasing, okay, their spreadness in our country India, okay, and Indian princes were short sighted. English person made a plan that I will not give a authority to adopt a son by the Indian king who have not any son or daughter. In that case, we will not allow them to have any son or daughter as an adopted son or adopted daughter. In that case, what will happen? Means they will not give their kingdom to their adopted son or daughter, or in that case grab we will grab the kingdom of that king, okay. So that upstart raja called the English merchant, they will help me to defeat him. And at that time there was a king, okay, there was a king, and all the kings, all the means English person used to call all the kings in his court, and he also explained their new rules, the rules which he have provided them about adopted son or adopted daughter. After that, fourth paragraph is that the people had no peace due to such constant fight, and you know very well that the king who were fighting them with a long time, they were struggling, but the Indian king were not satisfied. The people of India had no peace due to continuously fight, all right, because all the Indian person wants peace. And you know very well, dear students, that in peace, where will you get peace? Means whenever you will live happily, okay. The rivalries helped the East India Company, and it could easily subdue Indian princes one by one. And such type of enemy, okay, between East India Company and Indian king will not be beneficial. Why? Because after one by one, what happened? Means Indian king began to finish, and whenever the existence of Indian king will be finished, what will happen? You know it very well that the tradition, the culture, the power of Indian king will not be adopted over our country India. That is why a far-seeing ruler like the brave Tipu of Mysore fought the British till he died fighting. There was a king, his name was Tipu Sultan. He was the Sultan of Mysore, and he struggled very hard, okay. He was trying his best, but you know very well that means a single person cannot defeat such type of a huge army, okay. What happened after that? Thank God there is a peace in the country now. No more wars and no looting my thugs. After that, they began to thank to the God that now there is a peace in this country, there is no war, there is no any type of thugs or any kinds of robber. Such type of dialogues were spoken by the Indians, and they also said, oh, it is God who sent the British. It is God who sent the British. Means the Indian people began to realize God, okay, that British is like a God and God have sent them. Our destiny is linked with them, and all the Indian people begin to think that our luck is associated with the English person. All right, and after that, the white man has killed or dethroned our kings, and the Indian people begin to say that means all the English person have killed our Indian ruler as well as they have snatched their kingdom. That is why we are under slave in the hand of English person, and anyhow we will have to compromise with our life with the English person. Okay, and some kings were not good, but after all they were of this land, and the people of India began to think that there are very kings who were not good, but they were associated with the culture, tradition, religion, civilization of our country India. At last, dear students, now we have become slaves of foreigner. So in the end of this heading, the company's conquest, the Indian people realizes that now we have become the slave under the hand of foreigner. Now no one can save us. So dear students, it is the end of second heading of the chapter Glimpses of India, and today I have narrated you part 1 and part 2. Okay, and tomorrow I will teach you the third heading and fourth heading of this chapter. I hope that you will definitely understood these two paragraphs. So dear students, keep learning and keep practicing. Thank you.